We have peace in graveyards as well, Shamshan Ghats as well, throughout country. But we don't have peace as far as your life is concerned. No, it's not a question of too delayed and too enough. I'm telling you, yet they have to begin with the process. To me, the fact remains to all of us, including you, since August 2019, even before, all the doors were closed. Who did it? Not the mainstream political parties. Any one of us had closed the doors. In fact, you remember, before 5th of August, before 4th of August, National Conference delegation met Prime Minister, and that was a request from the National Conference. So my point is that there is no question of any opportunity not to avail it on our part. And I'm very sure that none of us separately, collectively has ever thought of not to respond to any offer from the Government of India, if at all it is meaningful initiation of a dialogue process to sort out the issues, to resolve the issues, and to address the legitimate concerns of the people of Jammu and Kashmir. My point of view is, despite denial of our constitutional rights, democratic rights, we participated in the electoral exercise, though limited way, DDC elections, Panchayat elections. We are not saying no, we will not, we shall not oblige the Government of India by being away from any such limited opportunity provided to us in future as well. That's one. Second, you see, now what is delimitation? The delimitation is that our assembly has amended the constitution of Jammu and Kashmir. Remember, we were having a separate constitution as well. That was amended. And we had said that after the census takes place at the national level, we will be conducting the delimitation accordingly here in Jammu and Kashmir as well. That is 2026. So that was virtually an integration. We wanted Jammu Kashmir to be part of the national process of census and delimitation. What did they do now? Why are they in hurry to impose it? This is one. Second thing is that they are not giving, you see, Delimitation Commission has been constituted by the Union government without any consultation of any group of people from Jammu and Kashmir. I am talking of, there were elected bodies as well. Earlier there was council, if not legislature. There were parliament members, there were members in Rajya Sabha as well. They were not consulted. It was not the result of a consultative process. It was unitary, imposed. And nevertheless, what is the status of the parliament member? Now associated members. What does it mean? That you don't have right to vote for or against. You see, understand the limitations. We are suggesting, we would have allowed that now 2026, the nation is undergoing this process. Let us be part of that process. That has not been agreed. Now, National Conference was approached, MPs were approached, not National Conference as a political party, but parliament members. They have written a letter to the Honorable Chairperson of the Commission, having certain concerns, expressing their concerns and seeking certain answers. As of now, as far as I am informed, told that there is no response from the Commission itself about the letter which has been submitted to the Commission. I must tell you, as far as PAGD is concerned, this is not for these issues. What is hypocritical, what is not.
But
you might be you might be having some other standard. So the question is, please remember, Ladakh, Leh and Kargil are working now under different circumstances because of their separation imposed by union government. We have little role as far as PAGD is concerned, except that we don't accept the bifurcation of that region from the erstwhile state of Jammu and Kashmir. That's what it is. Whether they have done this, who has done it, the local unit, as far as I am very sure National Conference is committed to what we have stated on 4th of August 2019. Similarly, PDP and other constituents as well. This is what we have reiterated a few days before in the press conference. I must tell you very frankly, though we are Jammu, Kashmir, Ladakh, but we do recognize that Jammu has certain specific problems as well. Even Leh was having Kargil. Now Kargil and Leh is separate from us for the time being. As of now, Kargil people are having many specific concerns. So we must understand that it's a diverse society. We have huge diversity. As far as we are concerned, we have one declaration that is adopted on 4th August 2019. PAGD is committed to follow that declaration. I agree with you that such a big gap should have not been there. I agree with you. This is a genuine concern. But there were certain, as I put it, that we are combination of different political parties and we have our own spheres of activity as well. It was winter. We had visited Jammu to reach to the Jammu population and we had planned to be there for some time. But in between, government announced the elections for DDC. We have some members who happen to be members of the parliament. They had to go to parliament session as well. So somehow there has been a gap and this should have been avoided. I agree with you. But this was not something which was intentional. Let us hope for its good functioning and for coming up to the expectations of the common people. And the expectation is that we must function regularly. Let's hope for that. I must tell you very frankly, when we were at Jammu, when the question of DDC elections were announced by the administration, we decided immediately. And we decided that we being part of the democratic process, even not today, since the very beginning of our formation of the parties. So we have been part of the democratic process, electoral process. We decided that we will participate, though we were not consulted, we were not taken into confidence, or we were not provided enough time to make preparations. But we came back and joined the process. You are talking of that we contested each other. Yes, of course, in my area as well and in other areas. But look, I must tell you very frankly, even one party, our electoral process is such, even there are examples where even a single party, there are different contenders for, and some people are defying the whip of the party and writ of the party. No, it's not the question of Sajjad Saab. He has explained it and I have responded to his. I said we could have discussed it, every concern in the forum itself. It is not the question. You see, the question is why I am talking of infighting is within BJP. Look at Jammu, they are one party. And there were infighting in recently in West Bengal, in bigger component, that is BJP. So the question is, you see, infighting will remain. We have not merged, I have told you. There will be my concern, your concern, but nevertheless, the greater objective is the aspirations of the people of Jammu and Kashmir, the constitutional guaranteed, which have been undermined by the unconstitutional act on 5th of August by the Union government. We have peace in graveyards as well, Shamshan Ghats as well, throughout country. But we don't have peace as far as your life is concerned. He can't understand my pain. Let him understand the pain of UP, what has happened there. Let him understand, let him explain the pain of the people of Delhi and elsewhere. हमारे पेन को जांचने के लिए उनके पास कोई थर्मामीटर, बैरोमीटर वगैरह कोई मीटर नहीं है, लेकिन उनकी बात तो कर लेना। यहाँ की बिजनेस को छोड़ लीजिए, उनको बताइए कि जम्मू चैम्बर से पूछ लो वहाँ की बिजनेस का क्या हाल है, वहाँ के टूरिज्म का क्या हाल है। Our life is virtually shattered. Economic life, our day-to-day life, where we stand, it is a miracle that we are still surviving our society. Where is our business? They talk too much about development, about business, about jobs. So that's why we want to tell the country people, countrymen, that they have been talking and talking. But on ground, what we are experiencing, not only we in Kashmir, we in Jammu, not only in Doda, Punch, we in Kathua, we in Riyasi, we in Udhampur, we in city Jammu, we in Leh, we in Kargil. Let them come and tell us what exactly they have done on the front of development, employment and welfare of the people since they have taken over or virtually control, put the Jammu and Kashmir, including Ladakh, under direct control of New Delhi.